Hey guys, Jan David Sutar, AFC Northerners. Man, what an amazing game. I know that we didn't get a chance to talk right after the game, so let me fill in. Okay, first of all, Lamar Jackson rushing for this team, 120 yards. The second person to rush, of course, was Mark Ingram with 47, so he didn't even get half of what Lamar Jackson put up. And also, like, our defense. Our defense only allowed 20 yards on rushing. That's, oh my God. Oh my God. That excites me. That's insane to me. I love that. 20 yards rushing. I mean, not only did we just absolutely limit them on that, but the biggest gain they had was 14 yards, and it resulted in a touchdown, and that was it. Everything else was they were throwing or they were kicking. It's a lot of kicking. A lot of kicking. So I think the thing that I'm proud of most of is, yes, absolutely Lamar Jackson did a fantastic job in making sure that, he kept the first downs moving. Like, he got us so many first downs over and over again. And I'm going to talk about all of that. But our defense really just came through in this game against the Cardinals. And I'm really, really proud of them. But it did show us some holes. And I'm going to get to that whenever I'm talking about the game against the Kansas City Chiefs, which is coming up on Sunday. So, Lamar Jackson, phenomenal work. Just absolutely made clutch throws. It was really great to see, him develop. I still think there's a lot of communication that needs to be developed between him and Brown. I think that Marquise and Lamar still have some kinks to work out. Mark Andrews, of course, was a godsend. Like, he just did everything that was needed. Great blocking, really great blocking from all the tight ends also. And just our offensive line, like, really, really allowed to, give some great throws. So props out to them. There was still some pushbacks. I would have liked to have seen us do a little bit more rushing and opposed to just having Lamar rush. But I would have liked to see a little bit more of a passing game develop. But I think that it's game 2, so we're still kind of working things out, stuff like that. But we'll see how that develops. The person I'm most excited watching is Marquise Brown. I think that he's going to be a fantastic player. I just want to make sure that we don't fall into the trap of him being the only one. And I think with, the tight ends that we've got and, the wide receiver core that is developing, I think we're going to be fine. It's going to be fun. Okay, so on to Kansas City. Man, this game is really, really, really exciting to think about because you have, to me, the number 2 team. Number 1 right now is the Patriots. They're just automatically kind of there right now in the beginning of the season, whatever. But the number 2 spot is way more interesting to me because of what Patrick Mahomes and his offense brings, because they are an insanely talented group. They are an extremely, extremely talented bunch. They are well coached and they are sharp. They are sharp, and Mahomes is just able to make plays that, come out of nowhere, like no-look throws that are just insane. And we know that our secondary, as good as they have been, is still without Jimmy Smith, still without Tavon Young. Don't get me wrong, Marlon Humphrey really pulling his weight. Cars look sharper than, I didn't see this sharp of a car in last season, and he was great last season. I feel like he's sharper. I feel like he's better this season. It's really, really impressive to see. I don't know if you guys get excited about the fact that these athletes are putting themselves through these insanely strenuous things, and the year they come back and they're better. It's insane. It's crazy. Humans are phenomenal creatures. Anyway, so we have the makings for a great secondary. I don't know that our communication is there 100%, and I feel like there are still some places that we leave open. It's interesting with how how we play zone sometimes, but it doesn't quite catch. So anyway, I think that there's my worry there is Mahomes and his passing, because he can just make throws, and I worry about our secondary there. I'm not worried about our defense on rushing. I am not. I think that what we can do up front is really, really impressive. And I think that it'll be tested because they've got a great rushing scheme. Hill's no joke. They've got great, great, great speed and skill there. I think that our front seven there is just so good on defense that we will be fine. I'm not really worried about them so much. Our front four. So next would be our, Lamar Jackson, our offense, versus their defense. And their defense is no joke either. It's really stout. If we try to extend plays like we did in the last one, I think that now they know that is, that they've got to prepare for that. That makes it tougher for them. But I don't think it makes them possible because they're pretty quick off the line too. I think that Brown is developing, Orlando Zeus Jr. is developing, so I think that we've got better protection there. But there's still some things, things that I want to clean up. I think he could be a little faster off. I think that he could be a little bit better on his hands as far as getting up and not letting anybody get to the QB. There were a couple of things that I felt like could have been. They were a little sloppy in the last game, but overall, great performance. We won the game. It's one of those things that I'm nitpicking about, but it's all nitpicks. That's how you get better, right? Listen to me Monday morning quarterbacking over here. Was it Friday evening quarterbacking? Anyway, so my take on all this, guys, is basically this. I think that it's going to be a very, very tough game. I think that we've got a lot of pieces that are working in our favor. This could be one of the toughest games that we've got. I was a little concerned about with Arizona because Kyler Murphy is so unpredictable. But our defense really proved itself on that and proved that it wasn't just a fluke against Miami. So that was great to see. I have a lot more confidence in our defenses in some places and still a little bit shaky in others, but not to the extent that I was against what could have been in Arizona. Here with Mahomes, you have a legitimate threat and a legitimate reason to genuinely be concerned. I have the hiccups. So, what I would say is if I had to make a prediction on this game coming up, that's tough, but I think that it's going to be a little higher scoring than what people might think. But I think that we could easily have a 27-23 Chiefs. I just think that they are a more complete team all over, and I think that in general there is more to be concerned about what they can do to us in our secondary than anything else. I think that to me is the thing that really I'm looking forward to watching is how our secondary holds up against the skill and the ability of Mahomes. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. I'm sorry that it took me a while to get this out. It was my anniversary and it was my birthday week, so it's just a lot of stuff going on, but I really appreciate it. Hopefully I'll see in the next divisional game we got coming up. I really would love to do something with either Gabe or DGBG or Mark. Mark, let me know when the Bengals are playing, if you're going to 5 Line. Maybe I'll join you there or something. I'd love to catch up and grab a beer with you. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for checking us out. Please keep watching. Make sure you check out everybody else's videos, DGBG, Gabe, Mark, and I'll sign off like I always do with fuck the Patriots and go Ravens.